The Dodgers try to snap out of the last at-bat jinx against the Houston Astros. The Angels are sinking slowly into the AL West sunset after today's loss to Seattle. Magic Johnson plays host to the NBA All-Stars at his annual Midsummer's Night Magic All-Star basketball game. Also, the story of boxer Johnny Bray, who's lucky to be alive today after surviving a near-fatal accident. Pete Sampras wins his first tournament since the U.S. Open last year. And Ken Griffey Jr., the most unbelievable outfielder in baseball today. All those stories and a lot more coming up in just a couple of moments. I'm Jim Hill, and this is Eyewitness Sports Scene.
The Jim Hill Sports Scene is brought to you by Acura Automobiles. Experience precision-crafted performance.
But I think Lady Luck is really smiling on boxer John Bray from Van Nuys. He has to consider himself the luckiest man on earth, and it has nothing to do with his athletic ability. Bray is the national amateur heavyweight champion and the early favorite to take the gold medal in his division at next summer's Olympics. But he suffered a setback last week when a 9mm handgun went off in his mouth while cleaning it. I talked to John yesterday and found out he's a remarkable young man with a great sense of humor and a new look on life as he described what happened.
I just got off of work. I work as a apprentice private investigator for Superior Investigations, and I was stopped by my house. I just purchased a 9mm Smith & Wesson automatic, took it to my friend's shop. While trying to clean it, I unloaded the cartridge, and I wasn't familiar enough with the safety locks. Looking down the chamber, the gun went off. And all I knew is I felt a hot piece of metal going right through my face, blood all over the place. I got the gun, put the cartridge back in, put it in the holster. My friend called 911. I walked to the sink, washed my mouth out, my face, put a bunch of napkins. From there, I made a phone call, and after that, I walked to the streets and waited for the ambulance to come get me.
You were very cool and calm considering the circumstances.
Yeah, you know, I wanted to get to a hospital or something right away. You know, there was a lot of blood loss, and you know, I was more concerned with that. I wasn't really scared or anything. You know, what was done was done, and I had to take care of what I had to take care of. You know, so I was just concerned with getting to the hospital, and that was about it.
You're a very lucky young man.
Yes, very lucky, very lucky. I wasted all my luck, like my friend said. Buck told me, he goes, don't bother going to Vegas. He's like, you wasted all your luck for a lifetime between this and the Melvin Foster fight. That's it.
Speaking of luck, I was driving out here and I was wondering what was going through John's mind when he finally realized exactly what had happened.
Well, I would, you know, like I said, I just wanted to take care of what I had to take care of, get in the hospital. I think it finally hit me when they rushed me into the emergency room, and all of a sudden the chaplain comes up to me and holds my hand. He says, hi, my name's Chaplain John something, and I looked up at him and I grabbed his hand and I said, Father, I said, save your breath. I said, I'm going to need you yet. That was it. I was fortunate. What if it would have been, you know, an inch or two over and it would have blown my head clean off? You know, I was lucky man.
What did the doctor tell you about the injury?
It was funny. I remember lying in the surgery table. I don't know, I forgot which doctor. It might have been Dr. Lease or Dr. King. And they looked at it and they go, you're a very lucky man. I laughed at them and I said, hell, you think I'm lucky? I said, you should have saw my fight last week without Foster. When they come in and give me the third standing 8, I knocked him out. So, you know, I was lucky. I'm not going to look at it and feel sorry for myself and say, Jesus, why me, why me? He says, well, look, okay, it happened. Maybe God's telling me, look, you know, you shouldn't have guns. And you know, I can't look at it in a negative aspect, not at all.
If you can survive something like this, then boxing in the Olympics is going to be a piece of cake for you.
Yeah. Well, you know, right now I'm considered I'm #1 in the USA. I'm the national champion, the sports festival champion. I've won everything within the last 3 years, virtually at heavyweight. I'm going to the Olympics next year. There's not anything's going to stop me. Not a 9mm Smith & Wesson, not a Melvin Foster, a Javier Alvarez, not anybody. Nobody's going to stop me. I'm going to the Olympics. I'm going to be back in 3 weeks, believe it or not. I'll be back in 3 weeks. I'll be in the gym. Probably start sparring in 5 weeks. But I feel good, you know. I feel strong and everything, you know. It's just the swelling to go down, and that's it.
This accident will not set you back that much?
No, not at all. You know, it's mind over matter. That's it.
You know, sometimes when people go through life-threatening experiences, it always makes them look at life in a different kind of way. Is the same thing true in your case?
Yeah, you know, it's no doubt about it. You know, it's like I'm definitely gonna appreciate what I have now. I've been fighting for 11 years. I've got so many national titles under my belt. It's unbelievable, and I don't appreciate them the way I should. And now I realize, you know, what I have. I have a talent. I have an ability. I almost lost it. You know, I almost lost my life. Not only just boxing and everything, but being able to walk down the street, being able to smell a flower, being able to do anything at all, you know. I almost lost it all. Not just to appreciate my boxing career, but to appreciate life in general. I was a lucky man.
And this time next year, you'll be either close to or have won the gold medal?
Yeah, no, they'll be wrapping around my neck.
You're positive about that?
Definitely, definitely.
Some people might interpret your actions as being maybe a little bit overconfident, borderlining cockiness.
I'm not cocky. I'm not arrogant. I know what I can do, though, and I take care of business. When I go to the gym, I'm not there clowning around and talking. I'm taking care of business. I don't fight out of any type of inspiration. I fight out of desperation. I fight because I got nothing else right now, you know. Sure, I've got a high school diploma and everything else, but in today's world, you need a college education, and I don't have that right now. You know, I wish I did. I don't. And like I said, I fight out of desperation. I'm not going to lose, because I'm not going to let you beat me. I'm not going to let you beat me.
And along with that confidence you have, you've been quoted as telling a lot of people how pretty you are.
Was. Give me about a month.
Absolutely incredible. He has something else to look forward to next summer after the Olympics. You see, John Bray is going to get married.